pre-councils. I would like to revisit the times. Okay. Okay. Are we on? Yes. Okay. Welcome to the meeting of the Lancaster County Correctional Facility Joint Public Agency, and we welcome you here. We do have the Open Meetings Law posted at the Meetings Act posted at the back of the room, and we'll begin with agenda item number 1, which is approval of the minutes.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes. Are there any corrections? Please call the roll.
Gaylor Baird?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Okay.
Item 2 is approval of the claims processed through November 22nd, 2016.
All right. The list that I had sent out to you, we've got a few different items on here, and maybe before approval, I'll maybe have Brad and Nate kind of address anything that they maybe feel that needs to be addressed. Because one of the items that's on there is to the American Fence Company, and we've got an invoice for $6,806.95, and that's really to remove the gate and replace with security fencing. The one thing before I have Brad kind of explain this to you is with this type of claim, with it running through our insurance, we've got a $25,000 deductible on there. So basically we will have this payment, and then we will pay up to $25,000, and then insurance will kick in. So I'll have Brad kind of talk about what actually happened out there.
Brad Johnson, Interim Director of the County Department of Corrections. I don't remember the date now, but we had an incident where an individual driving north on Southwest 40th Street apparently had some type of medical episode and lost control of the vehicle. Came across, it was really quite a distance, and anyway, smashed through our perimeter security gate. It's an electric gate that's run by the control center that controls access behind the jail to the DEC building and the warehouse, and it limits, it's really, I mean, that fence is really more, it's not intended to keep inmates in, it's more to keep folks from having access to the back of the facility where the inmates do have yard facilities and stuff. So anyway, the vehicle, I mean, it completely took out the gate, the main support poles, the operating system that run the gate back and forth. So that happened on a Friday. We went and bought some fencing to get us through the weekend. Our staff, you know, temporarily put that up. And then this bill here for $6,000 was actually having American Fence come in that following week to, you know, put support bars across the bottom, because you really could have just pulled ours up, and, you know, they really secured it so that it's a much more secure area at this point. We have got a bid from American Fence to bring it back to where we were. It exceeded the amount that the unit pricing contract system would allow us just to award. I know it's going out for a bid, official bid on Friday, and depending on how those bids come back, then at some point we'll have to make a decision and move forward with getting it repaired.
Okay.
So basically what will happen then is we'll get this bill paid once it's approved, go out for bids. I think, Brad, you were thinking that the actual fixing of the fence probably won't take place.
I think because the gate is, I mean, they have to make it special. They actually do some of it in the shop, and then they bring it to, because it's really large, they bring it out to our area, and then they put it together there. But yeah, we were hoping that maybe sometime in February is when we'll actually get to that.
So hopefully what will happen is, you know, with this meeting quarterly, that February meeting that we would have would be able to wrap up that part. But this one is just to kind of take care of the quick fix that they've got now, and then we'll handle the rest when we get to it in February.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Well,
so
that was-
then on the other items that are on here,
Actually, can I ask just one question about the
oh,
fence?
yeah.
With the replacement, you said that it took out the vehicle, or the vehicle took out the gate, the support poles, and the operating system. How much fence will then have to be replaced? Will you have to be doing more extensive fence replacement, or just the area that was taken out?
Just that area it was mostly the gate, and like I said, there's support poles that the gate runs along. Those were taken, they were all pulled up and bent out, so those will have to be fixed as well.
And is the operating system part of what you'll bid out?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, so then the remaining expenses on here, the bank fees, we've got 10 laptops and 13 PCs out there that we actually have invoices from IS on. The one item on here that we've got, and Nate addressed the control system upgrade last meeting. We've kind of got an estimate put together for that to happen. That is that $71,440.52. That is just up there to show you what the estimate is right now. As we proceed with it and we get actual costs, those will then come forward. I just kind of like to throw a number up there so that you know what we're kind of looking at. So that one will not actually be paid until we go through the actual process, but that's the estimate. Last payment on here is it's the time of the year where we do need to make a principal and interest payment, and that is the $3.8 million number there. And as I mentioned, when we adopted budgets and stuff, this will be the 8th principal payment on the 20-year bond that we will be making this month.
Okay, any comments or questions? Well, thank you for that explanation. Do we need to have an approval of the claims?
Yes.
May I have a motion?
I would move approval of the claims.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the claims, processed through November 22nd. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Gaylor Baird,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.
Corey, the only other item that I would mention is that as we've been paying these claims over the years, we have kind of been decreasing our balance, and the remaining amount that we have between what our deductible is on that fence and the amount that we're paying now will be pretty close to closing out that funding. So once we close out that funding, then we'll strictly be making bond principal and interest payments. Everything else will we will no longer have any funding there, so that's what we'll strictly be down to. So so once, hopefully probably in February, I don't know if the control upgrade will be done by then.
Yeah, we need to talk to them still about it.
Okay, so we're going to really be down to the control upgrade as well as fixing that fence, and then we should be, as far as funding, other than our principal and interest payments, we should be done with any of those type of claims.
Okay, so we've eliminated all the extraneous.
Yep.
Very good. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
And we did that already. So.
We did that already.
Yep, Dennis was just following up with claims.
Oh, okay,
So
I'm
moving
sorry.
on to the next item would be public comment.
Okay. Seeing no public comment?
Okay. Setting the next meeting for February 28th, 2017. Same time, or do we want to negotiate a different
You
time?
know, I'd like to see if we could, of course, I won't be on the board at that time.
And the only thing right now we have on the calendar is the county board meeting from 9 to 10.
Okay.
So I don't know if we could schedule this right after the county board meeting. I don't know what your,
What time would that be roughly?
by 10 o'clock probably.
10? I think so.
Probably ought to say 10:30.
I mean, but we, yeah, 10:30 at the latest.
I'll check my calendar, but I think that could work.
Yeah, that we just get over with, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if that'll work, because, I mean, I'm not going to be on the board, but that would kind of compress the
Right.
meetings.
Yeah, if that can, I mean, if that works for everybody, we can,
That worked for Larry and that worked for, yeah.
Larry, you can let me know. I will jot down that time for now, and that's what we'll kind of go with.
Okay.
Okay, all right, well, I think we need to adjourn. Is there a motion?
Move adjournment.
Second.
Moved and second that we adjourn. Please call the roll.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Gaylor Baird?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0.